Greetings, members, one and all of the Salivation Nation. India increases gold imports to near a 2-year high. Let's explore. You may remember I posted a video about Hungary has doubled its gold reserves. They're hungry for that bullion, for sure, to protect themselves against a world economy that is in trouble. And India appears to be ramping up their gold imports as we look at the prices for gold and silver on this very day here. It is interesting indeed to see a little bit of a dip and movement here on the 12th of April, 2021. Gold is down just over a half a percentage point, down $11.90. Silver is down 45 cents, and platinum is taking a little bit of a hit as well. The only metal that is in the positive territory is palladium right now. But it is interesting indeed. I believe that gold is going to be accumulated by these central banks, and we'll hear more stories like this, and I will report them as they come. So stay tuned, press the notification bell below so that you can be alerted whenever there's a new video posted, even above and beyond the subscription feed, which I encourage you to subscribe, as well as thumb this video up, which helps the algorithm to get the news out there. But let's take a look at this story from Kitco. Gold imports to India are close to a 2-year high. It has been reported that during the month of March, gold imports to India reached their highest levels in nearly 2 years. At the moment, it is the wedding season in the nation, and also there has been a retracement in the spot gold price, so this could be acting as an incentive for buyers. In fact, we just saw that even today the price is lower. So people are buying, and I think that demand is going to probably help drive the price up as the year stretches on. The wedding season also coincides with Akshaya Tritiya next month, the second most auspicious day to buy gold in the Hindu calendar. In regards to the numbers, the imports rose 98.6 tons last month from around 13 tons a year earlier. According to a person familiar with the data, that would be the highest level since May of 2019. It has also been said that imports during the first 3 months of the year have more than doubled in the world's second biggest consumer to almost 190 tons, according to Bloomberg. Number one, we know, is China. Having a look at the recent price action of the yellow metal, there's been a bounce off the low we saw on the 8th of March of around 1676 an ounce. And that didn't last very long. The price has fallen 0.08%. Of the commodity trades at 1742.20. In fact, again, we saw here that as of right now it's 1733, so it's down from there. Just over $65 from the yearly lows. Despite the rise, the price is still pretty far under the 200 simple moving average, which can often be a measure of strength. The next major resistance is holding at $1,764.79 an ounce, which is the 30th November 2020 low. If the bulls can manage to break that zone, there could be more positivity on the horizon. And by the way, this headline was sent to me by Doctor Who, which I appreciate. And it is interesting to see what can affect demand for gold, and India is being smart. Now, obviously, I don't know how much of this is going towards their reserves, but the general public is certainly buying for the wedding season. I think that's quite interesting. It is an integral part of their culture per capita there. And so there's a lot of gold that is being traded and gifted in India. But as far as their reserves, it'd be very interesting to see how much of this is going to their reserves. Be neat to see a breakdown of that number. but it is something that should be taken into account as we increase our holdings of gold and silver in this community, because we know that gold is the ultimate hedge against economic instability. It is the most pure form of money that has lasted for as many generations as we can think of, thousands of years. Gold has been utilized and treasured as money. And therefore, I believe that those of you who are maybe even silver stackers out there, you're very wise to accumulate silver, but its volatility is as such that it can move with wild price gesticulations up and down and sideways. And sideways, not so much. It just kind of moves up and down for a while. But gold tends to be a little bit more stable in its movement, but we know it's been on a wild tear as of the last year and a half or so too. So, but its movement has not been as great as silver in terms of its movement up or down. It can be nerve-wracking if you're a silver stacker, which is why I always encourage folks to hold on to their silver and also gold. If you buy it, it's good to have it for the long haul. But when you see a movement like this, especially with silver here, we can see it's down almost 2%, where gold has only moved down not even a full 3/4 of a point in its movement downward. So gold tends to be a little more resilient in that regard. And when this occurs, that gold to silver ratio, which is number to watch, we're seeing it now hover very close to the 70 mark. And that is something to take into account and consider diversifying into some gold if you're a silver stacker. But this metal will continue to do what it always has done, and I think that the fact that it does pack so much value in a small package, I think that lends itself to the credence that why these big central banks hold the metal in their vaults, because you can pack all that value. And we know that many nations have kind of abandoned their strategic silver stockpiles. I don't know that there's any central bank that has held silver as a store of wealth or still store of value, although I do think there is some strategic reasons to hold silver. But because it's a commodity, most of it is commercial. But obviously there is some that is utilized in national defense still, but it's not nearly as much as it was at one time. So there you go. So let me know your thoughts on this news. Exciting to see. I believe we'll hear more stories like this, as I mentioned earlier, about gold and nations and packing it up, packing it in, stacking it up, stacking it in. And I think that's something that is a good idea. That's what I'm continuing to do. Since about 2017, I've been trying to strengthen my position in the gold space, as well as to narrow my personal gold to silver ratio. So I have a ways to go, I think, but nonetheless, there it is. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I'd like to extend a multitude of gratitude to you all for taking the time to watch, and encourage you to please rate, share, comment, and subscribe.
Thank you for calling Amazon. This side Maria. How can I help you?
Yes, sir. I was calling about my Amazon account. It says that there was some fraudulent activity.
Hey, you fool! I told you this side Maria, not sir.
What? You're
you
not
don't have manners?
I have manners. Are you sir or Mario? Why are you breathing heavy in the phone?
No, sir. My name is Maria. I'm a girl.
You're a girl. Why are you plugging your nose?
No, I didn't.
It sounds like your nose is plugged. You're talking really nasally like this, you martichode.
Nasally like this, you martichode.